This is cow 300 and it's after the trim you're just about to watch. This one is an incredibly sore front left foot and you're just about to watch the start of its journey. This is the Hoof GP. So this is cow 300 and you're just about to witness an incredibly graphic trim, and in this case that's a good thing because it means this cow is going to be on the road to recovery. You might be looking at this foot right now thinking what on earth could lead to such a graphic video, but I can tell you she is in a huge amount of pain, and the second I picked this foot up I knew exactly what the problem was. Just listen out and watch out for my first swipe of the knife. Now remember, I said listen for the first swipe of the knife. It was quiet, but did you hear the pressure being released? And as it was, it opens up a huge cavity underneath this hoof capsule. Right now I'm not sure the extent of this capsule and I'm not sure how to drain it of all that pus. So I need to feel around the foot to see how far this cavity actually reaches. I don't like applying pressure to it, but I need to understand how far the void underneath this hoof actually reaches so that I know how best to treat this cow's foot. I can tell that there's a hole on the left hand side of her white line, that black portion about halfway up, and I know from experience that that probably links all the way up to where the pool of pus is. So we BoviBond on a block before attacking the rest of this trim. I know from the many hundreds of trims I've done like this that the whole of the sole is probably going to delaminate away from the foot, but I need to be very cautious because I could and have been wrong in the past. So I can't just march on in, can't just batter on in, I can't just whale off big chunks of hoof horn. I need to be careful and tread lightly. It's beginning to get more graphic, there is more blood appearing, but just cast your eyes back to when we started this trim. That little psst, that pressure release, that tells us this hoof cavity was completely sealed, so any pus and blood that were in there, in that infection site, were there to try and kill the infection. The blood that you can see is not caused by my knife. It's only been allowed to release because I've opened the cavity that was containing it. As I trim my way down this cow's sole, you can see the blood pus mixture become more and more fluid. That's because this part of the cavity is fresher, it's newer, and all of the pus has not yet had time to form. It is still delaminated, and that's why we still needed to get rid of any of that delaminated sole, because otherwise it just leaves a cavity to be filled by dirt and debris and allow more infection to get in. These types of lesions are notoriously hard to fix sometimes because they can travel up the wall horn on the left or outer portion of this cow's foot. That's why we need to make sure it's as clean as possible, so we spray the whole area with iodine. Then we topically apply salicylic acid, that just means apply it onto the skin, and we apply a bit more iodine to keep it fluid and keep it in place. Her back 2 feet weren't fantastic either. I wasn't going to film them, but here they are so that I can show you them during the next visit. Once she's all wrapped up, we let her go. But this isn't a happy ending yet. This is the story just beginning.